Hey there, today we'll be doing this question that is from the day 2 of graph theory playlist of Leetcode, that is max area of island 695, and the previous two problem, that is number of islands and flood fill, have already been done. It will be coming in the I button link. Please do check it out. Okay, and this question, that is max area of island, is almost similar to number of islands. So please do check this out in order to understand this better. And if you have done it already, this will be an easy cakewalk for you to understand and also code it. Coming on to the question, 695 max area of island. You are given a m cross n matrix, binary matrix grid. An island is a group of ones representing land connected four directionally. You may assume all four edges of the grid are surrounded by water. The area of island is the number of cells with value 1 in the island. Return the maximum area of an island in a grid. If there is no island, return 0. Now, what is this question trying to tell you? It is exactly similar to the number of island problem. The only difference is previously we were counting the number of islands. That means this was contributing to one whole island, right? But now what you have to do is the number of ones in that present island, that is what you need to return. And there could be multiple islands, right? So the island with the number of maximum ones is what you have to return. In case this is going to return this island right here, that is having six ones. Okay, so how to do it? Again, I'll just tell you number of islands is the reference to this question, and it is a very similar one. The only thing that you need to do is just need to do a BFS or a DFS from every cell, and you have to count the number of ones going through it. Okay, so this is the hint for this problem, and let's understand this better. So I'll start from here. I cannot go anywhere because it's an water. Again, it's a water. We cannot do. This is an island. Fine. We'll try to DFS or BFS in all the four direction. Can we go anywhere? Obviously not. So the number of island that we got is one. Fine. Zero, 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 zero. Skip it. Fine. Coming on to this island, we found a one. Okay. Now again start a DFS or a BFS, whichever you want, in all the four directions. Okay, we found the island to the down or the bottom. Again, we can go right from this island, we can go right from this island. We found that there are four ones. We are maintaining a counter or a island counter which will tell us, okay, how many islands are there. Okay, so again, now we'll try to BFS or DFS down, right, consecutively. Okay, but we will see we cannot go any further. So at the end, what are we going to get? We are going to get 4. Similarly, we'll do it for every cell possible right here. Okay, every cell that is possible, that we can go on to and try to find the maximum island. And mind you, while we are doing the BFS or DFS, we are marking it as 0. And why 0? Because we cannot visit this again, right? So we'll be marking this cell itself only 0. And obviously you can take a visited array also, whichever one you want. I have just marked the grid array that has been given to us only as 0. Fine. So now let's get on to the code part. I hope this question statement and the approach is clear to you. Now let's get on to this. So this is a very easy one. Here we have used BFS, and why BFS? You can also use DFS. Okay, there's no such problem in using BFS. I just used BFS here since I had used DFS on the previous day. Let's just use BFS because we need to know all the types of implementation, right? So coming on to the BFS, you see both are similar only. In BFS, what we were doing was we were taking an ing saying that okay, this is where I'm going. Here, what I have done is I've taken a queue since we have queue in BFS, and the prerequisite to this is you should know a BFS. Okay, how BFS works. Okay, so here pair of int comma int is saying okay, I'm taking ing. Okay, it is very similar to the BFS obviously. So coming on to the part, I've taken a queue. What am I doing? I'm just iterating on the whole grid that is given to us. So this is the part where I'm iterating. Fine. Now coming on to the part where we do the BFS. So if we come here, we see that we are only doing BFS or DFS, whichever one you want, in the cells which are marked ones, right? So that is why I've said, okay, if it is marked 1, that is, if it is marked 1, what do? We do a BFS right here, okay? And what do? We say that okay, this is the starting cell, this is a standard BFS algorithm. We push it into the queue, and what do? We mark it as visited. And since I'm making sure that I'm marking it in the same grid that has been given us, we are not actually using any visited array extra space. Okay, you can also use that. And what is this area saying? The number of times we are visiting some once, we are incrementing the area by one. Okay, and I've also taken a max area which will say that okay, this is the maximum area of some island. Now coming on to the BFS part, and this is a very standard BFS algorithm. So every time I am going onto my queue and doing some operation, or I'm finding a new island, I'm saying area is being increased by one. After that, I've just popped it out of the queue. And what did we do previously? This is very similar to that. That is, we were going on all the four direction, and I have actually explained why this is working in the previous video. And these are the coordinates. If you want, you can check that out as well. The number of islands there, I have explained why this -1 0 works. Okay, and why do you not need to do 4 times. Okay, so please do refer that video if you want to. And if you're watching the playlist, it will be very easy for you to understand this part. Now what are we doing? We are just checking if it is going out of bounds or not. That we need to check, obviously, right? This was also explained in the number of island video, that why do we need to check, because we cannot go out of the bound. Fine. Why so? Again, I'll just explain you. Let's just say we are right here, that is in this one cell, and we try to go up. Does there exist an island? No, obviously not, because it is out of bounds, right? So that is why we need to take care of the out of bound case as well. And we need to check that if I'm going to a new island, is it actually an island? And why do we need to check that? See, because let's just say if you are somewhere here and you go to right, is this an island? Obviously not, right? You cannot do that. So that is where that check part comes in to play. And also the grid of ij, that is the new position where I'm going to, is it actually an island? If it is actually an island, we'll push it into the queue and we'll mark it as visited. After that, the whole BFS will go on, and it will give us the number of ones that we found, and it will be stored in the area variable. After that, we get out of the loop, and what do we say? We say what is the maximum area that we can find. We'll just maintain it into a max variable right here, and at the end of the day we'll just return this part as well. Okay, and this is the whole code in BFS. And if you want to do it in DFS, not a problem, you can do the same thing. Only thing you have to do is maintain an area variable. Okay, and this is it for this video. And if you did understand the question, and if you're liking the playlist, and the whole code will obviously be in the description link. Okay, and if you have still any doubt left, you can ask me in the comments. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.